So, any committee report scheduled? Okay, so the chairman is not around. Can the vice chairman render the committee report?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
But before that, the presence of Honorable Marvin Delanon is recognized. Okay, so Honorable Moises Dular, please proceed.
So, in behalf of Honorable Dundun Apiado, I'd like to report this Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriation, and Ways and Means. So, subject committee report of the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriation, Ways and Means, Committee Report number 2024-37. Pursuant to the referred annual budgets to this committee, the same were forwarded to the Municipal Budget Office for a preliminary review. On December 2024, this office received the preliminary review of these budgets addressed to the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan through this representation. Chairman of this committee, item number 1, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 1. Item number 2, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kudanding. And item number 3, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 3. Findings, as per preliminary review, the aforementioned budgets reveal substantial compliance with Republic Act 7160 and its implementing rules and regulations, subject to the following conditions as follows. Item number 1, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 1. Number 1, capital outlay such as office equipment, IT equipment and softwares and furnitures and fixtures with cost below 50,000 pesos shall be recorded as semi-expendable property pursuant to KUA Circular 2024-04 dated May 31, 2022. Number 2, the appropriation and utilization of PPAs under the 20% Development Fund as embodied in the AIP shall strictly comply with the updated guidelines of the ILG-DBMG JMC number 2007-01. The provision of Republic Act 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations in the procurement of the materials for infrastructure projects or civil works, goods, and consulting services, as well as commonly used supplies and materials pursuant to Administrative Order number 17 shall strictly be adhered to. Number 2, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kudanding. Number 1, discretionary fund with account code 502-10-039 should be used for public purposes and other miscellaneous expenses related to the official duties of the punong barangay. Number 2, the Barangay Development Council or BDC shall see to it that the programs, projects, and activities included in the barangay budget are consistent with the approved AIP Section 389B7 Republic Act of 7160. And number 3, the provision of Republic Act 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations in the procurement of the materials for infrastructure projects or civil works, goods and consulting services, as well as commonly used supplies and materials pursuant to Administrative Order number 17 shall strictly be adhered to. And item number 3, annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 3. The appropriation and the utilization of the 5% Local Risk Reduction and Management Fund, LDRRMF, shall firmly adhere with the provisions of Republic Act 10121 and KUA Circular number 2020-12-002 dated September 28, 2012. Number 2, discretionary fund with account code 502-10-039 should be used for public purposes and other miscellaneous expenses related to the official duties of the punong barangay. And number 3, capital outlay such as office equipment, IT equipment, and softwares and furnitures and fixtures with cost below 50,000 pesos shall be recorded as semi-expendable property pursuant to KUA Circular number 2022-04 dated May 31, 2022. Accordingly, it is recommended that the respective appropriation ordinance of the aforesaid annual budgets be declared operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025. Further, it is understood that these review actions do not authorize any item of the appropriation that is specifically prohibited by or inconsistent with the provisions of law. Finally, in implementation of these annual budgets, compliance with all existing accounting, auditing, and other administrative rules and regulations shall be properly be observed, and the same shall be the responsibility of the concerned implementing barangay unit. Recommendations. Wherefore, premises considered, the committee hereby recommends for the passing of number 1, resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kalawag 1 involving a total appropriation of 14,932,360 pesos, operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025. Number 2, resolution declaring the annual budget of fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kudanding involving a total appropriation of 5,965,340 pesos, operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025. And number 3, resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kalawag 3 involving an appropriation of 11,227,643 pesos, operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025. Further, that these measures be deliberated on a second reading decision, respectfully submitted by Honorable Carlo Apiado, the committee chairman on Finance, Budget, Appropriations, Ways and Means, and of course yours truly as vice chairman, and Honorable Marvin Dalanon, the committee secretary.
Okay, so any comment on the report? So there being none, you make the motion.
Mr. Chair, I move for the report. I move for the adoption of my report, committee report number 2024-37.
Second.
Okay, so the committee report of the Committee on Finance, number 2024-37, is hereby adopted. And the measure is calendared for second reading this session. Okay, so the presence of Honorable Apiado is recognized. So next committee report, next item,
We have no more committee reports, Mr. Chair. We are now on first reading.
second reading.
Second reading.
Okay, so let's proceed with the items on second reading.
First is the resolution of condolences to the bereaved family of the late Honorable Rolly Loyola, former Barangay Kagawad and OIC Barangay Chairman of Kalawag 2.
Okay, so Honorable Moises Tular is recognized.
So, Mr. Chair, I move for a resolution of condolences to the bereaved family.
Second.
Okay, so the resolution of condolences to the bereaved family of the late Honorable Rolly Loyola is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Apiado.
with the indulgence of the proponent, may we have the said resolution in joint sponsorship by all members present?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Honorable Dumaran.
Mr. Chair. Rules of succession, Mr. Chair. Since the barangay chairman is not elected in the highest position, since the first kagawad was the barangay chairman, not an OIC barangay chairman, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we'll just make the proper correction to reflect the right
Lower the eyes.
Designation.
the right term or the
Yes, sir.
correct term for the position. Okay, but the said resolution of condolences to the family of the late Honorable Rolly Loyola is hereby approved. Next item.
Is the resolution authorizing the grant of SRI and gratuity pay to all qualified officials and employees of the municipality of ISULAN.
Okay, so Honorable Dular, the proponent, let's hear the statement of the proponent.
So, Mr. Chair, in adjournment sponsorship of all the members present, I move for a resolution authorizing the grant of SRI in the amount of 20,000 pesos and gratuity pay in an amount of 5,000 pesos for its qualified officials and employees of the municipal government of ISULAN.
Okay, so shall we reflect on the screen the guidelines,
Hello.
the legal basis?
Patay tatay. Chargeable na battery niya.
Then? Tapos. Di dapat eh. Di pa kadto siya dyan.
Ilang piyara kami importante.
Hindi, okay lang. Awa. Tapos hindi na ta mag-mention amount. Sabi ko, okay na to yung message. Sabi ko, ano man ang tenor sa resolution, Mas? Authorizing the, ano ba rin, grant? Sige, sige. Savings. Sige, sige. Bay na. Sa sunod mo. Uy, hindi ka na, ano? Okay. Can we scan the budget circular from the title? I-scroll up be. Umpisize po, no? Dahil lang. To heads of departments. BOs of- Okay. So, and local government units. Okay? Sige, next. Up, tela. Dated, okay, authorizes the grant of one-time service recognition. For each qualified. Okay, sige. Sige pa, gamay. Up. Sige, next. Sige pa. Okay. Sige, next.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Dumaran.
under the 5.5, item 5.5, the employees have not received any additional year-end benefit in fiscal year 2024 over and above the benefits authorized under RA number 6686 as amended by RA number 8441. Anong pa ang buot niya silingon siningakuan? Kay since no naka-receive man ta sang friends benefits ba yon? Para 6686.
Sige. Let's proceed to RA
6686.
Oo. And 8441.
8441. Eight 8441 daw raw.
Sige, okay na na. Title lang. So, kas gift gali siya.
Amending certain section
So, gin.
to 5,000 cash gift.
Sige, scroll up. Sige pa.
Sabi mga tigulang, dadlong tigulang na ba?
Hindi pa side, padalo. Balikan na dito sa ano. Wala na. Section 1. Diri ang sugpon niya sa ano. Okay pa. Baba pa. Hindi, I mean, Christmas bonus niya. Increase of 5,000. Okay. Additional 5,000. Sige, balik ta to sa SRI nga guidelines. .5 have not received any additional. So, Ang ginamin niya is, ang RA 6686 is atong Christmas bonus, which is 1 month basic salary plus 5,000. Amoning RA 8441. So, naka-receive ka over and above this benefit. So, ang question ta is, ang first benefit ta is the benefit referred to as over and above what we receive in connection with RA 6686-8441. Ang friends benefit is not based on Republic Act. It is based on the local code. Honorable Apiado, do may provision sa local code
Tsaka ang
masite
friends,
mo to grant
savings ba, no? Friends benefits, no?
Mr. Chair.
yes, Honorable
For
Dolar.
off the record lang, Mr. Chair. No? So, off the record lang. So, ining
So next item.
Next is based on the committee report of the Committee on Finance.
Honorable Apiado.
Mr. Chair, I move for a passing of resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 1 involving a total appropriation of 14,932,360 pesos operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025.
Okay, so the resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 1 involving the amount of 14,932,360 operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025.
Mr. Chair, another resolution. I move for a resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kudanding involving a total appropriation of 5,965,340 pesos operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025.
Okay, so the resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Kudanding involving the amount of 5,965,340 operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025.
Mr. Chair, another resolution. I move for a passing of resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 3 involving a total appropriation of 11,227,643 pesos operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025.
Okay, so the resolution declaring the annual budget for fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Calawag 3 involving a total appropriation of 11,227,643 operative in its entirety effective January 1, 2025. Next item.
We have no more items on second reading, Mr. Chair. We are now on the unassigned business.
Okay, so any matter on unassigned business? So there being none, so session adjourned.